are ordering a digital image, and this is just the way I do it. It's any digital image from any company, but I order my digital images from my brother. He owns RG Avenue. And when you're shopping, you can click on shop. It's up here. Oh, excuse me. You click on shop, it takes you to the marketplace. And here you will see all the different files. And I like to look at new releases and the sales items. So he recently released a Sending Love Australia to help Australia with funds. So I've already purchased the product, and instantaneously, because it's a digital download, and any other stamps that you buy, when you buy the stamp, you will automatically get the digital download that comes with it. But this particular one is just a digital download. So you would select it, and you can either click on the link, the words, the title of the stamp set, and it'll take you to another page that actually shows you the entire set. Okay, and then from here you can add to cart. Now if it's a digital download, you only need one set, and then it's in your cart, so it's up there. So in my cart, I'll go to my cart, and then I'll pay for the item. Like I said, I already paid for it. So you will receive an email right after you place your order, and it'll probably take about less than 5 minutes. But if you don't see your email, you're always going to get 2 emails. One with your invoice, and 2 to say that your order is complete. Okay, so my first order is complete here, where it says your order is now complete, is actually where your download link is. So you can go to the email that says your order is complete and click on this button that says download, Sending Love digital download. It's a zip file. Okay, let me move my calendar here. But if you're in a rush, but you don't have to be, I'm just saying there's another way that you can look for your files. You go back into the RG Avenue, and when you're logged in, you can go all the way to the bottom. Okay, I'm going to click on home because usually everybody's on home, the home page. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you're logged in. So after you log in, and if you're like, I'm not logged in, how do I get logged in? All you do is you just click, scroll all the way to the bottom. Oh, look at my brother. So cute, yeah. And look, my sister. So cute, yeah. So anyways, you want to scroll all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. I would go really fast, but I don't want to like make you all dizzy. But you go to the bottom, and you want to click on your account. Okay, so you click on your account, and from here it'll tell you to log in. If I wasn't logged in, it would tell me to log in, but this is me. So from here, I'm going to select downloads, and you can do this immediately after you pay for your items. As soon as your PayPal or credit card says your thank you for your order, you will instantaneously have this product in your downloads. So you would select downloads, and that's not the only one that's there. Everything that you've purchased is there, every single digital download. So say you purchased a stamp set about a year ago, and you had no desire at that time to use the digital. If you went back into your account, that digital of that stamp set is there. So you can use it and print it and look at all the digital downloads that I have purchased. Okay, so this is the file that I downloaded, that I bought, which is Sending Love Australia Digital Download. Now you have to click on this button which says Sending Love Digital Download. So this is where I usually go. I don't go through the email most of the time. I will go to my account and click on the digital download. So you click it. On the bottom left on your computer, it's going to show that the zip file was downloaded. Now you got to install it. So you click on this zip file and then another screen opens up. Voila. Okay, so this file folder is for Mac users. I don't have a Mac, so I don't even bother transferring that over into my computer. If I ever decide to purchase a Mac, I can go back into my account, download the file again, and then grab the Mac file. But I don't need that. So all I want is this one, the Sending Love. Now I'm going to open another File Explorer folder, which is where all my files are. Okay, so I know the exact folder that I want to save it at. So I'm going to click on the Seagate backup. I'm going to click on my files. And then I click on digital images because that's where I save my files. And they're all saved under the company name. So it's RG Studio. And I put a 1 at the beginning of the file folder because I want it to always be at the top. It's the top digital company that I always go to and use, so that's why I use it on the top. Otherwise I would have to scroll down all the way to the R because it's in alphabetical order. So you can put technically any other company that you want. You can rename it by just clicking once on the, or maybe twice there, and when it lights up to blue, you can change the number to A, B, whatever. So if I had another one, or I can change this to RG Avenue. So I'll change its name to RG Avenue. RG Avenue. We're gonna take on to what rock on to. Okay, and just click on enter. So now, like I said, you can rename it whatever you want, however you want, and the way you want to find this file. So I'm going to double click on this file, and now these are all the files that is listed under my RG Avenue files. And again, you can see them, whether they are alphabetical order, the date that you downloaded it, and whatnot. So I'm simply going to, this is the folder that was being unzipped. I'm going to grab this folder and just drag and drop. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to drag it into my RG Avenue, and you can see that it says copy to RG Avenue. And now I let go, and the file is instantaneously moved over. You can see this one is called Sending Love Australia. Obviously I have another one that says Sending Love, and it shows that it was a May of 2019 release. Oops, sorry, right there, you can see that. So I'm going to rename, just add the word Australia here, so I know that that is the file that I want. Okay, now I can close this window, so I don't need that anymore. And now this is on my hard drive, the Sending Love Australia. I'm going to open it up, and it shows me that I have the outlined PDF, the Sending Love PDF, and then there's an SVG and the JPEG. The JPEG I will use to view what I want. Oh, there I am. The JPEG I will use to see these files, and if I didn't want to move the images around or resize them, I would simply leave them like this and print it. However, I don't. I want to actually move the images around and separate them. So in order for me to separate them, I will use Photoshop Elements. And this is Photoshop Elements 13. Okay, I'm going to open that up and go back to my File Explorer. And I'm going to bring in the Sending Love PDF. Just that. Sending Love PDF. And it's going to ask me if I want to import it as a page or just the image. I think if I just select the images, I don't think that works. So I always select pages and I leave this side alone, and I click on OK. Now you can see that the image, the background is transparent. If you don't see any white, that means it's transparent. And now I'm going to separate. Now this is just part 1 of my live. I'm going to have part 2 where I start coloring. So I immediately deleted the logo, and then now I'm going to save this entire file as a ping. You can't see it because it's off screen right now, so let me just save it into my digital images. So I'm going to select this kangaroo. Oops. I'm going to select the select like shape. Okay, got that, and you see the lines going around it. I'm going to press Control Copy. I select a new image from clipboard, and what I copied is now there. I'm going to erase all the little details or all the other images that's around it. I want a bigger eraser. Just going to make my eraser a little bit bigger. Because I want them all separated. So I don't want any other image on there. So I'm going to save this as. Goes into the same file where all my other Sending Love is. And I'm going to rename this to Rue 1. And then I just click Save. Okay. And now I go back to the image, and now I'm going to select the what is this guy? Ostrich. So I'm going to select the ostrich. I always press Control C, and then I go to File, New, and Image from Clipboard. And then it shows that ostrich. Get my eraser, erase all the images that I'm not focusing on. Now, as I said in my last video, that this does take time, and you might, be like, oh, that takes so much time. But the thing is, even if you bought stamps, if you took the time to do this and use your digital images, ostrich. Am I spelling it right? Ostrich. I think that's right. Then you get to use your images immediately, and you don't have to wait for them to arrive in the mail. Okay, so next I'm gonna do the Roo and the koala. Is that a koala? So cute. To print is I use this program. It's called Ecal 2. It is my cutting program, and I can still use the Photoshop program and print that way, but the reason why I want to print it through my Ecal is because I want to cut a border around it. So this is my cutting program. And what I will do is I will import. To me, I say this program says import SVG. So I go to the folder where all my files are at. This is like how I was showing you why I put the RG Avenue at the top. Okay, and then the name of the file was Sending Love Australia. And then now you can see all the files. So I want to bring that in. Oh, you can only select one at a time. So I'm going to bring in the kangaroo. And there she is. She and he. Looks like a... So this, you can see that it's already a 3x3 size. If I wanted it bigger, I just will increase. Like say I wanted it bigger. Now the red lines says where it's going to cut. And I don't want to cut it on the red lines. I want it to cut a border. So what I'm going to do is I go on this side and I'm going to select the tools, and it's going to be a blackout rounded so that it'll cut a border around my image. Now I'm going to put my mouse onto the image and you're going to see that there's going to be a border around it now. There you go, rather than the image getting cut. So now the image will print and then around it will be cut. Okay, so I'm going to have that image. I'm going to bring in my next image, which will be the koala. And then the next one will be the ostrich. Now the ostrich, I was kind of thinking I wanted it, it's kind of cute, but I wanted them to be like together next to each other. So I'm going to go back to my Photoshop. Okay, I'm going to create this new blank file and I'm going to make it a 4x6. I select photo because they already have sizes already made. So I'm going to select 4x6. Okay, now this is my blank file 4x6. Then I'm going to bring in the image, the ostrich image, and I'm going to place it onto my 4x6 blank file. So I just simply drag and drop. And now I want to duplicate this guy. So I'm going to here and select duplicate layer. And there's two ostriches now. Okay, so one ostrich is here. And I'll select the second ostrich. You gotta kind of select the line. There you go. But this time I want this ostrich facing the other way. So it kind of looks like a in love ostrich, like a pair. That's kind of cute, right? Just want to make sure they're same size. So I'm going to put that there, put that up, and then extend its body to make it the same. Okay, so now you see that's the same. And you're probably like, but Jen, what about the neck? Okay, watch this. I'm gonna get my eraser, and this one, the one on the left, the head is on the left, is gonna be in the back. So I'm simply going to erase the neck of that ostrich to make them look like it's behind. So no more masking. There. Now they're much. Now they look like they're one is behind, right? Or I'm gonna go back and redo it because I think I want them closer, like body closer maybe. So, and maybe turn it. It looks like, because he looks like he's leaning. turn this guy to there. Now it shows body closer to each other, so they're kind of like hugging. Okay, so how about that? I don't know. I was just getting an idea, but now we gotta delete what's in back, what's in front. So this guy on the right is in the back. So I'm gonna get my eraser and I gotta erase all of its body that's in the ostrich's body in the front. Okay. And you want to keep the lines. The thing is, if you mess up, you can always hit Control Z and then it'll be cool because you can go back and delete it. So I'm just deleting whatever body lines are in the ostrich that's in the front. Okay, and that's it. So you can see that this guy's in the front. I think on my phone let me see. Now this ostrich is in the front and that ostrich in the back. And now maybe I can bring in the heart that was on there, one of the hearts. Hold on, switch to here. I'm gonna pull in that heart. This heart. Okay, that's the heart I'm gonna use. First, I gotta save it because this is it's just a habit. You gotta do it or else you're gonna forget about it and then you took it out for nothing, like you separated it for nothing. So save. There's the double ostrich. And then I'm gonna add the heart, the double hearts that I just separated. Okay, so there it is. Gonna bring that up and put the double heart right there. Now I'm going to crop this image so that I don't have all this space all around. I'm simply just cutting it down so that it's smaller. I'm sorry, I know I deviated from what I was showing, but then now I save this as an image. So I'm going to save it as, I think I have double heart here. So I'm clicking double heart, but I'm going to click and add in double ostrich. Ostrich. Double ostrich. I'll take out heart. Okay, save it. Okay, and then I'm going back into my eCal program while those files are still there, and now I'm going to bring in that double ostrich image. I'm going to resize it. I'm going to put them right here. Kind of resize it. Looks kind of big. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's almost like a size 4 already. And if I don't want it that big, I could make it size 2. But I like to color it a little bit bigger. So let's leave it at the size. And then I'm again going over here, selecting shadow blackout. And then now you can see that it will be cutting out the border around each image. Now when I print this, I'm going to move them all because when I'm printing it, it's going to print on an 8.5 by 11 paper cardstock. And the reason why I'm doing this again is that I'm going to color them after I print them out and then save it to my computer so that if I don't want to color again, I'll just reprint it and then cut, and then it's already on my computer to cut out. So if I was to preview this, you would see all the red cuts is where it would cut, and you can see my registration marks right there. So I actually want to move the images a little bit because I don't want my registration mark to be at this border. So I'm going to move them a little, just ever so slightly, and then I preview again, and now you can see that the registration is much more in of the border and right around here. So now this looks perfect for me to print, and I'm going to print it on my computer, and then I will color them with my Copic markers and then show you it cutting on to the Sizzix machine. Okay, welcome back, my friends.